Haribol. Once there was a wealthy landlord who called a goldsmith to make him a gold pot. He gave him a big lump of gold and told him, don't mix anything with it. I just want a pure, solid gold pot so that I can make sweet rice to offer to Krishna. It is said, if you cook milk in a pure gold pot, it becomes like amrita. You cook milk in a pure gold pot and offer it to Krishna, it's, your life is successful. So he gave him a pure gold pot and sent him on his way. So the goldsmith went back to his shop and he thought, wow, I'll probably never see this much gold in one job again. How can I cut some corners and trick him and cheat him and make some good profit myself? So he thought, okay, I'll try and trick him by making a stone pot and gold plate it. I can save 70-80% of the gold for myself. Thought maybe I can just trick him and I'll give it to him and then I'll get out of town, So he took the gold pot when he was finished, the stone pot plated in gold, gave it to the landlord, said, here's your pot. The landlord picked it up, held it for a minute, and he immediately was like, why are you cheating me? Why are you trying to trick me? You think I'm a fool? This is no gold pot. This is a stone pot with just a thin plate of gold. The goldsmith sheepishly smiled and he said, well, it is a golden stone pot. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada told this story and he wrote it in his book, Upakhyane Upadesa. It's called The Golden Stone Pot. The lesson he gives is that one should not consider a Vaishnava to be a Sudra Vaishnav or a Chandal Vaishnav, a Yavana Vaishnav, a Kshatriya or Brahmana Vaishnav. If someone is a Vaishnav, that is a transcendental designation. That is their only designation. One should not try to mix the transcendental and qualify it with something material and say, oh, this is a Sudra Vaishnav, this is a Brahman Vaishnav, this is higher versus higher, this is lower. This caste consciousness has no place within real Vaishnavism. This is just cheating ourselves and others about the quality of a Vaishnava. Someone who's a true Vaishnava is on the Nirgun platform, the transcendental platform. They have transcended all kinds of material designations. This is real bhakti. Real bhakti is sarvapadi vinirmuktam, getting rid of all material designations. Tatparatvena nirmalam, being completely spotlessly pure. Rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti ruchate. That is bhakti, and that is the quality of Vaishnavism, free of material designations. But if we think of them as, if they are situated on that platform of bhakti, then they are a Vaishnav, then they are free of these material designations. They are completely pure. But if they were, then we say, oh, this is a Sudra Vaishnav, or this is a Brahmin Vaishnav, this is a low-class Vaishnav, this is a high-class Vaishnav, this is an outcast Vaishnav, this is a Western useless Vaishnav, or this is a bogus mentality. Vaishnavas are quite beyond this state. The condition of being a real Vaishnav is far, far beyond any of these worldly designations. Mahaprabhu taught the devotees the proper mood of a devotee, which is Naham Vipra Napi Vaishyana Sudra Nahang Vanasti Na Grihapatir Tirva Kintu Prodyan Nikila Paramanartur Pumanyo Gopi Bhartu Padakamalayo Dasa Dasanudasa. I'm not a Brahmin, a Vaishya, a Sudra, a Kshatriya. I'm not a householder, a brahmachari, celibate student, a vanaprastha or a sannyasi. I'm just that servant of the servant of the servant of that Gopinath, master of the gopis, who is the abode of divine bliss. As a devotee, we disassociate ourselves from any mundane designations. We cannot be like chauvinist Vaishnavas, feminist Vaishnavas, left-wing and right-wing Vaishnavas, or Western Vaishnavas, Brahmin Vaishnavas, Sudra Vaishnavas. We're either a gold pot or a stone pot. We're either like feminist or we're a Vaishnav. We shouldn't try to mix these things, mix the material with the spiritual. Also, we shouldn't have any of this kind of caste consciousness with Vaishnavism, and we should be sincere and not try to adulterate these things. We should try to be one-pointed in our moods. And we, as real Vaishnavas, we accept the shelter of Vaishnavas and Guru Vaishnavas and serve like that. I just said, Jai Bhaje She Bada Abhaktihina Char Krishna Bhajna Nahi Jati Kuladi Vichar. So, as much as one has developed love for Krishna, then that much they're a devotee. There's no consideration of caste or social position in Vaishnavism. So, this is something that's very important for us to understand and try to adopt in our own lives, to try to become dedicated to this path. And we should always be aware not to look at others through this lens of the golden stone pot. They are devotees and they are devotees. But at the same time, for ourselves, we should try to weed out or uproot any adulterations within ourselves. You know, all these material ideas we come up with and we follow. You know, either we're following Mahaprabhu, either we're following Srila Gurudev and the Amnaya Vani, the revealed scriptures given by our self-realized pure devotees, or we're following so many material ideologies given by people who are themselves are lost and blind in darkness. It is said, Punas Punas Charvita Charvananam. We should not just simply remain chewing the chewed, or Andaya Tander Upagiya Manas Tipisha Tantriyam Urudam Nibada. We should not follow the blind. If we are following material ideologies made by ideologues, then we are just the blind leading the blind, and we'll both fall down into a ditch. So, if we are Vaishnav, we are Vaishnav. We shouldn't think, oh, I am a socialist Vaishnav, I am a Nazi Vaishnav. That's not, then we're not a Vaishnav. If we try to qualify our position of being a devotee with these different doctrines and ideologies that we follow, then really we are not Vaishnavas. We are what we are attached to in this world. We are. So anyway, it's a long topic, but tune in next time for another video, and we'll discuss more stories by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Prabhupada, and I hope you enjoyed. Hare Krishna.